Well, welcome back. Here we are. I suppose you can guess by the background is that I'm on the North Downs Way. Now, I've not been out for 3 months due for the fact of injury. When I did the Dartmoor, it was a couple of weeks later, I did my Hercules tendon in, and I've been hobbling around for weeks. And then yeah, other things happen, work, family, so yeah, I've not been out. But anyway, I'm here now. So how much of the North Downs Way, I don't know what I can do. I've got my backpack on for the first time in 3 months, and I'm going to give it a go. So I've got my bivvy. I didn't bring a tent, just a bivvy, and my plan is to walk from Farnham to Westerham, and I'm going to finish at Westerham, and then get a quick bus home, and then finish the rest of it another time, maybe after Christmas. So I'll come off the road now, and I'll give you a call back in about half an hour. Speak to you later. Bye. So here we are on the first little bit of the North Downs Way. Sorry about that, I was a bit rushed over there. There's people and traffic, and I was taking photographs for people who have started the North Downs Way. They've gone ahead, but they're not camping, they're just doing day walks. So I've come on this one primarily really to test my leg, my Hercules tendon, which was in dire straits for a couple of months. Painkillers, still had to go to work, but I couldn't carry any weight. I've been to a sports therapist, sports injury. That's made it a lot better. So now I feel strong enough to do a bit of walking. Whether I do 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, my wife is expecting me back this afternoon. Oh dear, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping. I feel good, and yeah, and it's odd because I've not even been on social media, my Facebook groups that I've joined about wild camping, etc. I'm just not in the mood. Just because I couldn't go out, I threw me toys out of the pram. Sorry about that. So, but anyway, I feel as though I'm back now. I've got my guidebook. The weather is sunshine and showers for the next 3 or 4 days. I think Thursday or Friday is going to be the worst day for the weather. Rain apparently, but that can all change, who knows. I think I said before I didn't bring a tent. I brought my bivvy and my tarp, and stealth camping on the way. So yeah, looking forward to it. Nice villages, couple of beers, yeah, meeting different people. Hopefully do quite a lot of videoing of the villages that I pass through, but we'll see how that goes. So it takes about 10 minutes walking along by the road, and then you're sort of into the woods. Peace and quiet. Doesn't take long at all. I thought it'd be trudging along by the side of the road. You could hear traffic and, you know, lots and lots going on, but you don't. And it is well signposted up to now. The last famous words, we'll see. So yeah, it's I'll open the gate. There we are. I have bought, nice bench, I have bought a tripod. but not with me. Just to make it a little better, the filming, but I didn't bring it with me, as I just said. So, but yeah, I got it in there. It's a little not that high, but goes up quite high. Bought it brand new out of a second-hand shop, Heart Foundation, 15 quid. So when I go on my Woodland camping where I'm stationed, and then I shall take that along. But I didn't really want to come along here for the first time. I've not been out for months, and then set it out, film it, walk along. You know what you see on YouTube, make it a little bit more interesting than just carrying this along with me on a stick. So yeah, next time I'll bring that. Well, I'm at a bit of a crossroads, and the sign there says turn right, but the map says go dead ahead. And I've spoken to the locals, and they said you go dead ahead, that sign is wrong. So we're going up that way, onwards and upwards, I hope. Now you've got to keep your head. This map is a bit useless, or I'm reading it totally wrong, because it says to go up this road, and I'm going up this road, and then a kind gentleman on a push bike went, "You passed the turn off." So I went, "Well, I didn't see a sign." He said, "Yeah, it's just set off the path." Look, and there is a cheeky little path there, look, to go in here. So I'm going to have to keep more of an eye open for this path, otherwise I'm never going to get to Guildford this way. It'd be pitch black. As twice I've come off the path. So yeah, heads up, Lance. Ay, ay, ay. Right. Let's see if I can make better headway. Don't get lost again. Struth, it's only a footpath. Putnam. Something to do with Guy Fawkes, I hope, and not Wicker Man. I don't think there's a pub here. I wanted a pint. It took me 3 hours exactly to get here. I don't know if that's good or that's bad. I always say I'm an ambler, not a rambler. So I'm taking my time. My feet seem to be alright. Another one. Bit tired, to be fair. I don't told you have 3 months off for not walking, although I have been going to the gym, but carrying a heavy rucksack has taken its toll on my shoulders. Although I'm trying to carry the weight on the hips, but shoulders still seem to hurt. I can't imagine there's a village without a pub. So anyway, I'll carry on walking through Putnam, and if I find a pint, I'll let you know. I can see the pub from here, so that means I'm going to have a pint and a sit down. And deserved. My legs are aching. The good intent at Putnam. There's no need to suffer too much when you're camping. Oh, well, don't know if you can see me, but I've set up tent. Well, I'm in my bivvy. I'll show you tomorrow. I think it's too dark now. It's getting dark. I can still see everything. I'm parked very, very close to a path, but it's chucking it down with rain. And I put the tent up. Well, I put the tarp up 5 minutes, and someone came right past my tent. I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" While camping, walking on the North Downs way. "Oh, enjoy," and off he went with his missus. So that was good. But there's a road, not a road, it's a path, but it's used by cars to go to 2 farms, which I think this is their land. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm not going to put a torch on or anything. My bivvy is sort of all over the place. It's a bit of a mishmash, a bit of a pain in the neck, really. I forgot my tent pegs, so I've used sticks, but it's soft ground. And they keep coming out, but I don't think it's going to be windy tonight. It's just showers, so I should be all right. Once I've gone to sleep, I've got like 12 hours kip, get my body back to normal. But yeah, that's about it then, really. So what I'll do, I'll speak to you in the morning, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep and not get disturbed, touch wood. But at least I'm bedded down for the night now. Knackered. See you all later. Night. Good morning. What a night. Hammered it down. Sorry I didn't do any filming at all last night. I went straight to bed. It was dark by the time I set up. Didn't bring any tent pegs with me, so I had to use, I never bring tent pegs really, especially when I know I'm going to be camping in the woods. So I use like the twigs, you know what I mean, you cut them down and ding and stick them in. But it was hammering it down. It was getting dark, so I had a bit of a panic on. But I stayed dry to a point. Rain did get through a little bit, but I will show you. I'll show you my my tarp. You will laugh to those professionals out there that like their tarps nice and tight, and so you can keep dry. This was me in the panic last night. What a debacle. But I didn't care. Inside I was as snug as a bug in a rug. But on the outside, and it hammered all night. Some rain did get in and got my jumper wet, but that's about it really. The rest of the time it was all right. I slept. So there we are. There was a guy that was telling me that there was a church on a hill, which I've seen on YouTube, and he says that they do have facilities there, showers, toilets, but it was too late. I'd never have made that window. I didn't start from the train station till 10:30. So yeah, so that was it. I didn't think I made too bad a time. 12 miles, my first day out for 3 months. So I'm going to take it easy today, and there's a lot of hills facing me, so I'm not going to rush. What will be will be. I'm hoping it's not going to rain as bad as it rained last night. Luckily, how lucky that I stopped at that pub and I had lunch. Pulled pork and chips. That sustained me till this morning. There's a bit of mist coming in now. I've had hardly any water yesterday. That didn't help. There is no one. I brought a bottle, but I wanted to make it last. I wanted a coffee this morning, so I'm going to have a refill when I get to the top of that hill. But yeah, this path is not good for water. Luckily it's winter, but I did sweat a lot yesterday. So I need to take on some water today, otherwise I will be in trouble. But apart from that, I feel pretty damn good. I slept 12 hours, on and off, on and off, on and off. You know what it's like when you're in a tent, getting out for a pee every bloody 5 minutes, tossing and turning. But apart from that, tickety boo. I'll see what that Trichology sleeping mat's like. I sent one back. It kept deflating after about 2 months, 3 months. It was horrible. And so they sent me a new one. I've used it once since. So I'll see what it's like this morning. But I don't think it holds up. I don't. I don't now like Trichology sleeping mats. I think they're rubbish, personally speaking. That's my view. Others may have different, but I think they're just cheap and nasty. But they don't charge you cheap, they charge you mid-price, but I don't think it's worth it. A bit of a scam. If it was in Lidl's for a tenner, I think that, do you know what, that's fine. That would do me for a few outings. I mean, that orange one I had that for about 5 years. It cost me £7 from Decathlon. Brilliant. But there we are, it run its course. Right, I'm going to decamp, and I shall see you on the trail. One last look at my wonderful setup. I'll show you how it is. No good hiding it. I could have tweaked it this morning and then showed you a different story, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and dry things out now, give it all a good shake and put away. Up there is clear skies, and I saw a runner in t-shirt and shorts, so I thought, well, he must have looked at the weather forecast this morning, so I'm not expecting any rain. Right, let's see the water damage. Speak to you later. Bye. Well, 8:15, I'm off. Leave no trace, as usual. A little bit of a dry patch, which is good. Everything's damp, including my sleeping bag, which is, I can see damp patches. Although I didn't zip up my bivvy so it could breathe properly during the night, because it is damp. And the thing is, when you get damp and humidity, it's warm, you're going to get that. So hopefully, I'm going to take the time today, because I know there's some big hills coming my way, and I'll take some things out and dry them in the sunshine. Hopefully it's going to be a sunny day. I'm going to wait till I get to the top of the hill where the church is to have a brew, a nice coffee, if I can get my way out of there without falling over. Brambles and everything. I don't know how I got in here. Whew. Midges. There's a lot of woodland noise last night, even in the rain. I felt something I heard it right outside my tent during a dry spot. There's either a badger or a fox. You wouldn't hear a deer. But I've never been bothered by any animals, or people for that matter, really. They've all been very pleasant. Right. People on the North Downs way already. The joggers and the walkers. There's sunshine. Excellent. Right. A message for all those that are at work today, in my works that is. Oh dear, bad luck. I know what you'd rather be doing. Probably not this, actually. Probably sitting on the beach in Spain, who knows. But there we are, each to their own. In some respects, so would I. I like to mix it up a bit. So there we go. I didn't do a lot of filming yesterday, I have to admit. I lost my mojo, really. where filming is concerned. I don't know why. I think it's because it's been such a long time since I came out of it. 3 months is quite a while, but hopefully today's better. I feel more positive now. I've found somewhere to sleep for the night, and onwards and upwards as far as I'm concerned. Well, I'm at St Catherine's Church. Well, actually I'm not. St Catherine's Church is up on the hill, and you come down onto the River Wye, but here is a spring, wonderfully fresh. You can go down there and drink straight from, it comes through the sand. And I've just had my fill. I've taken some water with me as well. So there we are. How nice, a nice little breaky area. I won't have a break because it's a bit too early for me. I'm going to carry on that way, and there's another church on a hill which I'm trying to get to, and then I shall sit there and make myself a coffee. The weather forecast says 9 degrees, scattered cloud. Doesn't mention rain, so please keep your fingers crossed and let that not happen. So there we are, over this bridge. St Martha's Church, I think it's Martha's Church. Porridge and coffee. I'll have a couple of cereal bars. Nice views. That was a good old hike up that hill. Church is closed, unfortunately. I was going to have a wander around. And then heading that way. If I started earlier yesterday morning, I'd have camped here. Perfect spot. That's better. I was videoing, but then I realised you weren't switched on properly. So there we are. Anyway, as I just said, which you weren't here to listen to, but I did say Newlands Corner. That's what I think this is. Nice views. You can probably see I'm sweating. It was cool earlier and started to spit and rain. So I put on my coat and it stopped straight away. And now I'm sweating again, so this has got to come off. Look at public foot. Oh, North Downs Way that way, not dead ahead. I will go that way because I don't want to miss a turn off if there is one. So we'll go that way. There's loads and loads and loads of places to wild camp, but it's always sod's law that when it starts to get dusk, you're right next to a town and you can't. Always the way. But excellent views from up here. There is a bench over there. I was going to sit down, but can't be bothered now. Good carry on. I've bought another toy, just thought I'd share that with you. I didn't bring it out today because
I bought it for my birthday, which is in 3 weeks' time. I say I bought it. I've bought it, then I've told the family I've bought it, and I'm hoping they're going to buy it. Thank you, boys, for your generosity, and girls. Right, this should add another dynamic to the videos. So, although I've got a tripod, I've also bought a drone. Yes, a DJI Mini 2. So after November, I will be bringing that with me on my trips, and then whoosh, different. Yeah, because just to listen to me all the time gobbing on is a little bit boring, I know. So yeah, I mean, when you come to a place like this and you can have a drone go up and take some nice pictures, fantastic, and of old buildings and churches, etc. But there we go. Right, I'm going to put you away because there's kids playing football, and I'll catch you up a bit later on. A water source, aha, which I do need. Right, so I've decided, well, I haven't decided, I have decided to set my stuff up in here because I didn't know whether it's going to rain tonight. It says no rain, but it's blowing a hoolie-ish and there's a lot of rain clouds coming. So just to be safe than sorry, I'm going to set up here this time. Right, I thought I was talking to you, but I didn't have the film switched on for some weird reason, so the battery died on me. So, as I was saying, that I am in here because I think it'd be a bit more sheltered. Although there are cow pats about, but I don't think the cows are around. I'm hoping they're not. I think they're going to be in for the winter. So that's where I am this evening, under the tarp in a bit of a wood. Nice and warm in my damp sleeping bag. I'll put this away. Anyway, I'll speak to you tomorrow. We'll have a look because you're not going to see anything, and tomorrow sunrise we'll see a bit more. Good night. Morning. Cold. I'm blowing a hoolie all night. Oh, and it is freezing out there really, although I'm toasty inside my snowpack forces. Oh, I'm in Bivy, which I needed. But you put your arms out and you go. I put a tarp up. It was a little bit higgledy-piggledy again because you've got to go with what you got, and the trees weren't playing ball, so I did what I could do, but it wasn't torched, so it's flapping around all night. noise. And I can see out there that it's misty and dank. So I'm going to pack away, and just down the path there's a pillbox. I might take shelter there and have a cup of tea and coffee. We'll see. Oh, that's my shelter for the night. Here we are again, back on the trail. Last night was good. Very windy, very noisy, but I slept, which is a good thing. The thing is, you lie there and you think like, oh no, I'm not going to. The wind and the howling was howling, and you try and snuggle under, and then you're aware then of condensation in your bivy and your sleeping bag. But what else can you do? You know, you just got to go for it, haven't you? And they say, oh, you know, you can dry it out during the day. Really? Where? You can stop for a couple of hours, but it would take 3 or 4 hours to dry out. It's damp. When it warms and you're in there, you don't feel it. So that's the plan. Just get on with it. So yeah, pillbox down here somewhere. My legs are somewhat achy this morning. Ooh, I hope they're going to wear themselves in properly. I've done some stretching. Watching my Hercules, the tendon. Make sure I don't do any damage to that. And if I do, I will stop and go home. But so far, so good. Day 2, day 3. This is fine. So yeah, let's crack on. I knew that damn book would come in handy for something, certainly not for reading the map, but holding this steady. Now, I used a Grail water purifier, and as you can see there's bits, but that didn't come from the pan, that came from the water purifier. It was very difficult, as you saw from the video, to push it down. But I've not used it for over a year. I mean, like, you know what I mean, I've not used it for a year, like it says, or 3 years, whatever it's supposed to be, or 300 gallons of water. Nowhere near. I used it in Dartmoor and a couple of other places, and here, that's it. But there we are. I shall have a look at it later. See if it was just me, maybe. But anyway, have a nice coffee now and some cereal bar. And see if I can get a signal. Tell the missus I'm still alive. Speak to you later. Bye. Denby's wine estate. Right the way over there. That's a lot of wine. If it was open, I'll get a bottle, get on top of that hill and get plastered. But it won't be open. I mean, why stop there and not go all the way over there? There we go. Only they will know. Nice. That's fantastic views. Yeah. Now, you know when I said if the winery is open, well it is, so I'm going to, and maybe even a cheeky bottle for tonight. I know it's a bit off my path, but I don't care, not at this point. Another break, glass of wine, and then back onto the path. See you there. Well, I had a bottle of wine. Didn't give me much information really. You sort of like turn up there and you get on with it yourself, so it's like a shop. But then when I was leaving there, I found a brewery, which is a bit annoyed because I'd rather go to the brewery. But anyway, I've had the bottle of wine. 12 quid, then drinking it, and I thought it's very nice, and I thought, I don't know, not getting to me where I need to go, so I looked at 11% by volume. I felt slightly robbed. I mean, anything under 13% doesn't really cut it for me, but there we are, it is what it is. It was very nice wine, to be fair. I mean, a good quaffing wine, but anyway, I've got the rest of it in my bag. And I've got a bit of whiskey left. So tonight on Box Hill, which is where I'm heading for, if I'll turn you around, up there. It's a slog, it's going to be a slog. And then I'll set up camp somewhere up there and then get involved in it. Yay. Right. There we go, stepping stones. Do not fall in, Lance. Now, as usual, do not forget, let's make sure you're on. Yeah, you're on. Undo your rucksack. Top and bottom. Right. One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bloody elves. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I didn't fall in. Box Hill. That was truly knackering. I was expecting to see a cafe here. I'm sure there is one somewhere. Everybody seems to be heading in that direction. So that's what I'll do. But I'm going to walk camp here. Well, that's the plan. There's a lot of wardens about. And as soon as they see you with a rucksack, you know what they're thinking. Keep an eye on him. I'll find out anyway. I'll have a mooch about. Of course, it's windy, it's cold, I'm sweating like a piglet. But it's cooled down a little bit. My legs are aching. So I'm on Box Hill and I'm going to camp in there. There's a makeshift here, but I wouldn't sleep in there anyway. If that fell down on you, you'd be dead. There's a car park over there through the woods. I can see people. I can see a warden just in a green tabard, but I don't think anybody's going to be bothered coming into here, hopefully anyway, and they'll leave me alone. Just don't start flashing a torch around and making dinner. So as it gets dark, I'll put my Tarp up and I'll get into my bivvy and bed, and no one will know I'm here. I'm just sitting here for a while now, for about an hour, as the sun goes down, and just watch to see who's going around, see if I'm far enough away from a footpath that I might not have seen. Right, I'm going to finish off a bottle of wine that I bought at the vineyard. Only 11% by volume. That ain't going to do a lot, is it? But I do have some whiskey as well, not too much. I don't normally drink a lot when I'm out, hardly at all really, because bad decisions are made in alcohol, so I like to stay sober. But I don't mind a couple of little knockings before bed, help me sleep. And then I'll catch you later. Right, so I'm going to set up through there. It's all nice and quiet. I was just putting the finishing touches and two kids come running right through here. And I thought, bugger. But I'm not going to unpack anything else, and I'll give it another half an hour or so, just in case the rangers come past and have a chat. You never know, do you? So I'll put things on hold for now. Wait and see, and have another glug of wine. Morning. Well, another night. I slipped on a bit of a slope, and what stopped me falling out of the actual tent was the tree. My feet were against it, so yeah, so I slid down there and the tree stopped me. I think it's far too dark for the camera. Oh, right, I'm going to get packed away, and I'm going to head down to Dorking into the town. I'm going to find somewhere for breakfast and make a decision what I'm going to do. My legs are seriously paining me today. It took me ages to get out of the tent. I had to get the 2 sticks to stand up. Oh dear, it's been fun, but I need to go home to have a shower, unless I can find a hotel in Dorking, a B&B, and then I might stay there, get a shower and sort myself out first. But we'll see. What I need now is a coffee, so I'm going to get the kettle on. Speak to you shortly. Oh, I've had some things share my bed, but there's a huge slug. You can't see it, can you? There's a damp patch. And you can see the trail where it's been going along. Well, he wasn't squashed. He was still alive, and I think he was probably very, very pleased for the warmth. I don't think he realises how far he's gone in 30 seconds. Bless him. Yeah.
I didn't feel a thing. At least it wasn't a snake. Right.
Oh, that's better. You can see me now. That was dark in there. The canopy was quite thick. I understand that there's a weather warning severe for today in Cumbria. Well, we're not in Cumbria, but you know, you can feel that breeze that's telling that there's something coming. Tomorrow is going to be rain here. How much rain, I don't know. Maybe I should have gone back there to show the views over Dorking. I'm on my way now. I was sort of a few thousand yards away from that turn off to the viewpoint, so I wasn't going to walk back and then walk back here again. There's a guy behind me talking onto his phone. I'll let him pass. Found myself back on the North Downs Way. There's Dorking over there. So the plan is, for a while anyway, is to go this way and then make a decision. I don't know, we're just going to go. My back is twinging quite a lot this morning, but my legs are fine. I think those steps coming up onto the hill did me in. That was not easy with this rucksack, but I did it, and I'm up here, and I camped overnight, and I'm happy. I slept very, very well. Had the slug for company. I found a little trace of him on my coat, so I used my coat as a pillow. So he was right close to my head, and then under my sleeping bag, in between the bivvy and onto the mat, and stayed there all night, purely for the warmth. Bless him. He's now been kicked out. He didn't pay any rent.
Well, that's the end of the trip. Wasn't as long as I expected it to be, but it could have been worse. My leg held up, which I was pleased about. That was the main reason for doing that trip, really, because it's been such a long time since I made a video or even been out. Apologise for the quality of the video. Crap, I know. Too dark. This GoPro can clearly not handle in the woodlands those dark canopies. You couldn't see anything, but I hope you get the gist. The slug that was in there, he was actually in between my sleeping bag and the bivvy on the mat. You could see his trail going from the back of my coat, which I used as a pillar, all the way in and then down. Big player he was, but yeah, obviously coming for the warmth, so that was that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If not, I'm sorry, too late now, I can't do anything about it. Please subscribe and press the bell, and I will see you again quite shortly with a drone and a tripod, and so hopefully the film will be a bit better quality. See you again shortly. Bye.